Welcome to Warehouse Automation Matters. I'm your host, Mary Hart, and I'm here with Tony Altman, President and CEO of Motivational Fulfillment, to discuss continuous improvement, change management, and technology today on the show. Welcome, Tony. Thanks for joining. So, Tony, you've been leading Motivational Fulfillment for quite some time. Can you give us a snapshot of your journey and how the company has evolved under your leadership?
Sure. Motivational started as a family-run operation over 48 years ago. My father started the company to be a very customer-centric company focusing on the needs of the customer and delivering solutions to meet those needs, whatever they are. He always trained us to be a yes company, but also taught us that if you say yes, you better deliver on that yes, because if you don't, you're not going to have that customer or any customer for very long. And what I've really tried to do is to foster and grow those core values since I've been leading the company. Having been in and around the company since I was a small child, I've had the opportunity to basically do everything you can do in motivational. I've lumped containers, picked orders, labeled boxes. I've driven a forklift. I've run the night shift. I worked in sales, operations, HR, legal, finance, and now I'm privileged to be the president and CEO. I feel like having the opportunity to do all of that gives me a good feel for not only what our employees need, but our customers need so that we can offer really, really great service to our customers. I'd say over the last 15 plus years, we've really scaled significantly in terms of our operations while really trying to preserve that family feel. We've expanded our footprint to include a Mississippi facility in addition to our California location. Well, we've grown our team to support our customers' growth. And of course, we've added automation to our facilities. The goal has always been to evolve fast, but to never compromise on our service level, our flexibility, and our dedication to our customers.
So, from the outside, Motivational blends deep logistics expertise with a strong culture of innovation. How would you describe your company's mindset when it comes to continuous improvement?
Yeah, as I stated, since my father founded the company, he taught us that we're a customer service business first. And it's our job to find ways to service the customer at the very highest level. Because of this, at Motivational, we're big advocates for continuous improvement. We've always worked to stay agile, efficient, innovative. And in 2023, we formalized that commitment by hiring Carlos Chavez to our executive management team as our VP of continuous improvement. At Motivational, continuous improvement is our commitment to our customers to be proactive, not only about processes, but to enhance our ability to deliver on safety, quality, on-time delivery, and efficiency.
So, can you share a specific example where process optimization or technology deployment helped drive measurable gains for you at Motivational Fulfillment?
Yeah, when we spun up our new Mississippi facility, we added Locus Robotics to that facility, and we were able to optimize our picking footprint, add data into our WMS, rework our picking zones, and it resulted in faster picking rates, shorter training times, improved throughput, improved picking accuracy, reduced headcount, and improved overall employee satisfaction. Ultimately, it led to better customer service.
So, how do you approach change management with your warehouse teams, especially when you're rolling out new tech?
For us, communication and inclusion is key. We don't just implement new systems and kind of spring it on the employees. We meet with the customers. We meet with the warehouse management team. We meet with the teams on the floor. We want to know what the pain points are, what they're experiencing, what we can do to, again, improve safety, quality, on-time delivery, and efficiency, which are our main goals. And then we can develop a custom solution that best meets those goals. We also want to train for context. We want to explain to the employees, why does the change matter? How is it going to make their job easier? How is it going to improve safety? How is it going to improve quality? How are we going to get the product on time and deliver it where it needs to go? And how are we going to be more efficient? And once we do that, it helps to gain the support of the staff in terms of that change and get them excited about the positive changes that we're making within the building. We're really fortunate to have a really, really great team, Motivational, many of whom have been there for, I want to say, a decade or more, but many have been there for several decades.
So, your proprietary WMS and order management systems are clearly integral to your operations. What were the key drivers behind building your own platform?
We really wanted to have flexibility and the ability to iterate quickly. Building in-house means that we can say yes and be a yes 3PL instead of being a no 3PL. And that was really one of the main complaints that we found from our customers, is that at other 3PLs, when they were asking for those changes to be made, they were either being told no, or they were being told yes, but that the process was going to take a really long time and was going to be very, very expensive. We didn't want to force our customers to fit into a box that was being offered by an off-the-shelf system. We wanted to offer, flexibility and nimbleness through our WMS and be able to make changes that were either requested or required by our customers very quickly and very cost effectively. And that's been a huge competitive advantage for us in the market.
So, how do these systems support real time decision making and visibility across multiple clients and fulfillment channels?
The utilization of the system and the data that that system provides to us just allows us to react very quickly and make changes on the fly, whether that's making changes to orders to meet volume requirements of the customer or peaks or valleys or pulling additional volume to meet month end. It just allows us to be super flexible when we're dealing with the customer's needs and coming up with custom solutions to meet whatever needs they may have.
What's your approach to system flexibility, especially when new automation tools or workflows need to be integrated?
Yeah, again, the key is that flexibility. It's when you have that flexibility, you can do almost anything. And so as we're building on our WMS, we're keeping that flexibility in mind. Our tech team can plug in new tools, complete robotics APIs, complete EDI integrations, create custom reporting, build new modules, whatever it is, they can do it very quickly and cost effectively. Just to give you an example, we do have a very, very large customer and they utilize a couple of 3PLs. And they came to us and said, we just want to give you, some kudos because we made a request of you and of another 3PL. And the request was identical. You guys completed the change in a week and charged us nothing. The other 3PL told us it was going to be 6 months and $80,000 to make the change. And so having that flexibility and the ability to make that, those changes and be nimble is really, really important.
That's fabulous. Thanks for sharing that. Motivational was ahead of the curve in adopting robotics. How do you ensure a balance between automation and a people first culture?
We see automation as a way to improve the employee experience, but not replacing our employees. Our team is really what makes us special and really sets us apart. But automation can certainly enhance our capabilities and make our employees better. Automation, like the Locus robotic system that we implemented in 2 of our facilities, can reduce physical strain and fatigue on our employees. It can improve safety. It can improve picking efficiency. It can reduce pressure on the staff. It can enable skill development and career growth for our team. It can increase job satisfaction and retention within our buildings. So it's really a tool that can improve, our employee experience and enhance our skills. But again, it all comes back to the team. And we celebrate our team's ability to adapt and to lead and provide them with the tools and the automation that can help them do so. But it's really our people that make us special and make us successful and our customers successful.
Speaking of teams, what kind of training or support do you offer team members as they begin working alongside Locus robots or any new technology?
Well, the beauty with Locus Robotics is they don't really require a lot. I always say that you can train an employee to work with Locus Robotics in 10 minutes or less, and that's probably overstating it, 10 minutes. With very, very little training, you can have them up and running in their system. And really what that allows us to do is it allows us to be very flexible in terms of peaks and valleys and really ramp up during peak season to handle peak volume. But with any automation, obviously we want to support our employees. We want to make sure that they have the appropriate amount of training, whether that's 5 to 10 minutes on Locus or 30 minutes to an hour on another piece of automation. We want to make sure that they understand how the automation works, what's needed to work it appropriately, what the benefits are for them for using that automation, what benefits there are to the customer in using that automation, and that they're trained thoroughly before they start using it. And then that they're getting the right supervision throughout the use to make sure we're adjusting it and using it appropriately to benefit the client in the best possible way.
You talked a little bit about workforce morale and retention. Have you noticed any specific changes in workforce morale or retention since you've introduced collaborative robotics?
Yeah, in the facilities where we have automation and specifically in the 2 facilities where we have the Locus robotics, the employees seem to be much happier. It's taken really a lot of physical strain and pressure off of them where we were doing the manual picking previously. The amount of walking that they're doing is drastically reduced. We're much more productive with far less people. They're exerting far less physical energy in terms of the work that they're doing. We've seen injury rates reduce in those facilities. The employees are really embracing the robotics, the opportunity to learn new skills, the opportunity to perhaps advance to a new position because of the robotics and the opportunity that they present. And we've also seen higher retention rates in the facilities where we have those automation in those facilities.
Wonderful. That's what we like to hear. So, what's next for Motivational as you continue evolving your fulfillment strategy?
Well, our goal, is and always has been to provide the highest level of service to our customers. And we're going to continue to look for ways to do that. And, what we found is that automation is a great tool for us to be able to do that for our customers. And so we will continue to look for ways to improve on that safety, quality, on time delivery, and efficiency. Our customers rely on us to be trusted advisors and to look at their business and to come up to, with custom solutions and ways to make their business grow and to be successful. And automation is a big part of that. So we'll continue to look for ways to increase our national footprint and to increase our automated solutions and custom solutions for our customers to help make them successful.
So, one last question for you. For other 3PL leaders who are thinking about automation, what's one piece of advice you'd give them?
Probably the biggest piece of advice is that automation isn't one size fits all. There are really, many, many different types of automation and many different types of customers. And so you really need to take a look and examine, what are your customer needs? What are their pain points? Spend time meeting with the customer, spend time meeting with your operations team and people out on the floor and see what's happening out there. Figure out what is the appropriate solution for the customer and developed a solution to meet those needs instead of putting an automated solution in your warehouse and then trying to fit the customer into the solution, build a solution to fit the customer. And that's probably where I've seen some other 3PL struggle is I think that they build these, large automated solutions and then try to plug customers in there. And it may be fitting a square peg into a round hole. What they should really be doing is looking at what that particular customer's needs are and what their pain points are, and then developing that automated solution to fit those exact needs. And so that would be my biggest piece of advice.
Thank you, Tony. I appreciate it. And thanks for being on the show today.
Sure. Thank you very much for having me.
And thanks as always to our listeners. We're here to help you move what matters in your warehouse with unmatched flexibility and unlimited throughput.